Hey guys, this is Gary. Welcome back to Gary's English, where English communication is more important than perfection. In today's video, you are going to learn what's shaking. And also, you are going to learn how to respond to this question. If you like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get the ball rolling. As you can see, there are two people in this picture. On the left side, it is Edward. On the other side is Joe. And Edward asks Joe, what's shaking? Apparently, Joe has no idea or has no clue about what Edward is talking about. Maybe he doesn't even know how to respond to this question. So what's shaking? What does that mean? Let's take a look at the meaning. According to Urban Dictionary, what's shaking is the same as what's going on or what's up, but in a cooler way. According to Free Dictionary, it means what's going on, how are you doing, what's new with you. And also according to Wiktionary, it's slang and it means what's happening or what's up. So now you know the definition of what's shaking. But can we say what's shaking to whoever we want to? Let's move on to the next page. So can we say what's shaking to our boss, teacher, parents, or friends? This is a very good question, right? So, you know, when we learn some expressions or some phrases, we have to know when we can use it. That is a very important issue. So can we say that what's shaking to our boss? The answer is no. What about your teacher? Not really. What about our parents? It's not a good idea. What about our friends? Yes. Maybe you are wondering why it's not a good idea to say what's shaking to your boss, your teachers, or even your parents. Because in most cultures, when we talk to them, we have to respect them. Instead of using informal language, we tend to speak formal language. But occasionally, you might hear them say, what's shaking to you? But why do they do that? Maybe they want to show them they are cool. They can use some, teenager or some very cool language like that. Or they just want to create a more relaxed, a vibe, for you guys to talk about anything. Actually, one of my friends just told me that his boss said, what's shaking at the beginning of their one-on-one online meeting. He was so surprised and he didn't know how to respond. So if you hear what's shaking, do you know how to respond? So let's go to the next page and find out. So when you hear what's shaking, how do you respond? Here, let me list several possible responses for you. And then one of them is not a good answer. So I want you to think about it and tell me about the answer. Let me give you 5 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Time's up. Do you have the answer for me? Maybe you are laughing out loud. Yes, the last one is definitely not a good response to what's shaking. All right, did you get it? Okay, so see, those are some, very possible responses when you hear what's shaking. So you can say not much, nothing new, just chilling with my friends. I'm just doing homework, something like that. But remember, after you say something like that, you can also ask a follow-up question, okay, in response. So you can say, you, what's new? How are things with you? What are you up to? What's up? So remember, when people say, how are you? Don't just say pretty good. You can also ask, what about you? So it's more interactive. So it's the same thing when you hear what's shaking. Up to now, we have talked about the meaning of what's shaking, when to use it, and how to respond to it. Next up, let's take a look at other greetings and some possible responses. As you can see on the left side, we got what's up, what's shaking, how are you doing, how's it going, and how are you? And on the right side, we got some possible responses, and they are not too good, I just broke up with my girlfriend. Not so good. My boyfriend ghosted me. Well, it's a long story. Do you really want to know? Okay, so do you think the answers on the right side are good responses? Actually, no. You know, when people ask you, what's up, what's shaking, how are you doing, how's it going, or how are you, they don't really care about that. It just means hi, it just means hello, that's all. So see, if you share too much information, especially if your information is a little bit dark, frustrating, or upset, you know, the other person doesn't know how to respond to that. So don't give them a hard time. Try to be more considerate or more thoughtful. Unless they are your good friends, they are, you know, your classmates, and they really care about you. Otherwise, there's no point to say something like that on the right side. Got it? So now let's review. What's shaking is similar to what's going on, what's up, what's new, what's happening, or what are you up to? It is informal, and you can respond by saying, nothing much, what's new? Nothing new, how are things with you? Just chilling with my friends, what are you up to? Or I'm just doing homework, what's up? And also please keep in mind that this is for greetings only. Don't take this question too seriously. Now we've arrived at the end of today's lesson. It's your turn to practice how to answer this question. Just feel free to leave your answer in the comment section. If you still have any questions about learning English, just feel free to leave your questions in the comment section as well. I'll try my best to answer any questions you may have. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time here on Gary's English, where English communication is more important than perfection. Bye-bye. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.